This is my Betty and George joke. Now, George has not been very well for a long time, so the vicar thought he'd best go and see them. So the vicar went to see Betty and George and knocked on the door and was invited in and sat in the lounge. And the vicar said, "How are you, George?" And George says, "I'm very well, thank you, vicar." "Well, not very well, but you know what I mean." And the vicar said, "Well, yes. Now, I have to ask you, George, have you made your peace with God?" And George looked at the vicar and said, "Actually, vicar, I have. It's been marvellous. God has really helped me." And the vicar was a bit taken back by that, and he said, "How has God helped you, George?" And he said, "Well, it's like this, vicar. Every night, when I go to the toilet, God switches the light on for me. And when I've finished, he switches it off." And the vicar looked at George and said, "Are you sure?" "Oh, yes," said George. "Every night without fail. He's really looking after me, vicar. I feel really pleased now. Thank you very much for asking." And Betty said, "I think I'll just go and make a cup of tea." And the vicar said, I'll just go and help Betty." So the vicar went out to the kitchen and Betty was making a cup of tea. And the vicar said to Betty, "Betty, yes, is it true what George said? Is God really helping men in the evenings?" And Betty turned round and looked at the vicar and said, "No, he's weeing in the fridge again."